Okay. Yeah, that took me a lot longer than initially expected. Why is, yeah, music, yeah, I need to lower, um, the volume, honestly, in this, because it's honestly, like, kind of blaring in my ears as well. Okay, that's a little low. Um, okay. What pisses me off about the Netflix coming situation more is the fact that I was watching in dub. Wow. Yeah, I like the dub cast, but like, um, really annoying at times. When there's so much shit I don't understand on screen. Yeah, that's totally fair. So, for this potentially 60 hours, of RPG, um, am I wanting to do normal or hard? Because, there's no way that, I'm doing, Nightmare right off the bat. I don't know, it's a 2004 Falcom game. I'm saying, I'm not saying that I'm stopping at just Trails in the Sky 1. I'm saying that this one alone, around 60 hours. um, I'm gonna raise that up just a tiny bit more. Yeah, okay, I'm not hearing any responses on normal or hard. Is plan to go through all the Sky games and then Cold Steel games. Um, yeah, that's actually a good point, normal for the sake of time. Basically, yeah. A friend gifted me this game, a little while back, which is one of the reasons that I've been like, I felt very, because of that, I felt like I needed to play it because otherwise it would have just been rude to have gifted me this game and for me to not play it. But I know that from what I've heard and how like legendary the um how legendary the Legend of Heroes series is, like chances are. Plus, it will if I finally go through Trails of Cold Steel, I will finally have every right to have the Trails of Cold Steel 3 poster in my room that I do. Daddy's really late. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today too. Yeah, his hot dog is getting cold. Oh wait, that's just the loaf of bread. I'm, I, the lighting on that was weird. With my issue with Falcom games is that game-wise they have a very generic look. Yeah, they do. And Cher's gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. Hey, I'm home. Daddy! Sorry to have kept you waiting, Estelle. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Nope. I'm as fit as a fiddle. That reminds me, though. I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole, sneakers, something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now, why don't you come have a look? Oh my god. You gave me a brother. What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? What? Why is my present a boy? Okay, like gameplay-wise and story-wise, they're really solid, but they're like textbook definition of generic anime-style JRPG visual-wise. They really are, which is like, it kills me. Yeah, they're a relatively small studio. Don't make such a fuss, or you'll wake them up. But I don't know, I feel like they could still do more. Like, I mean, NIS, even back in the 90s, was like when they were much smaller, they were still putting out much more visually creative stuff. Don't make such a fuss, or you'll wake him up. Oh, wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Looks kinda dead if you ask me. I've treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. He sure sleeps soundly. And he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair. A pair of amber eyes to go with it. That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray Mommy? Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? No doubt from Charizard, I assume. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl is going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business, and I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Something like that. Oh look. Huh? He's waking up. Wow, his eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Why? Now that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! Hey, yes, break his ribs. You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just gonna make it take longer for your body to heal. Just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it. Wait a minute, don't try and change this up. Break. Ow! Quit yelling! Alright already. You jumping on me like that isn't gonna make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear Y-E-L-L-I-N-G? Never mind, just forget it. Never mind, just forget it. Dude, it'd be so fucking funny, if she like pulled a Bart Simpson and just like and just like this dude's just in the bathtub washing himself and just bam. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, you can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name, you know? That thing that people call you? I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? Uh... Seems a logical thing to do, if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... Oh baby, is it time for an anime cutscene? It is! Let's go, opening cinematic. It's a pretty long name. Must be foreign. Wow, your name is The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky? No way. Anime. Oh, it's, the game audio. Oh, shit, it does. Ooh, let me. Ha! Always forget to do that. Do, 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 do. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's entirely unreasonable for them to have not translated all of that text. Yay! Well, he told us his name. It was it was the last 3 minutes of this cutscene. Ooh, damn, find a nice singular egg. It's so bright in here. Wow. Time skip. She's old now. Yeah. I slept like a rock. Hmm? That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. Well, we got a name drop. Ah, guess that's a no. Yeah, Estelle's pretty cute, not gonna lie. Well, I guess I better get myself ready then, too. Yeah, there was a lot of dramatic build-up for the reveal of Joshua. Nice, Joshua. Bravo. Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind, what with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. What do you mean, woman? We're the same age, and I'm hardly a man. Tisk tisk tisk, how wrong you are, Joshua. You may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, how fortunate for you. Could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune though, cheerful yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Okay. Playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. No girl is gonna be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Man, I'm... Joshua, gosh, self-insert much? Ooh. Relatable? Although I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sport shoes? Dude! Get yourself a woman who knows how to fish. That's enough talk about hobbies for now. For your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle, Joshua. Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. I can and will start the fishing tangents. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay, I'm on my way. Kinda weird that Joshua's calling, Cassius Dad now. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work too. It reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right, it'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we're finished, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad. That means I'm not gonna let you treat me like a kid anymore either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you too. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Please tell me that you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning in training. Don't you remember Shara saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap, totally forgot. Now that I mention it, I guess I kinda remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it, I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. Star! I honestly don't know how you survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve. Papa is sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Cher's going to be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any Chris? Something I'd like to eat, huh? How about Rouen-style scalloped fish and a balsamic vinegar sauce? What's that? I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle for our stomachs. You're right, I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. How rude. But I can't actually say he's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal... That took all of my force not to read that as liberal news. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods store. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it. One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods store. Receive 500 Mira. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. Yeah. I'm sure try to make something edible is exactly what everyone tells you when you walk into their kitchen. However, that means no wasteful spending. Alright, thanks, Dad. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Scherzard my regards. It's really not that hard, actually. Believe it or not. West, Bright House. North, Roland. South, Green Gate. Sure. Estelle, Roland City is in the opposite direction. You're not sleepwalking again, are you? How about you just be quiet and keep your comments to yourself? But I want to go this way. We. Looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know how you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then, let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shara. You look ready to me? Let's go meet with Shara at the Bracer Guild over there then. Ooh. So my way over to... This looks like an armor shop. Here you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Anna. Good morning. Ina. Is Shara here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. Scherzard. I said it earlier. My greatest weakness, names. I hear a name, it's immediately just gone, out of my memory. The Star and the Hangman, the Hermit and the Magician, and last of all, Inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Shara. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, this is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm gonna work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. Yeah, Aina, Sherzard, and of course, the most difficult name of them all, Joshua. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out your ears like it usually does. What? Joshua? Cher's picking on me. Don't worry, Cher. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything, can't cook. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orbment with some practice. Eventually, probably. Because there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Cher, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. Give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. It's the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. Orbments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbital energy, a variety of effects since 15 years since their invention. Orbital revolution, yada yada. Investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians, maintain stability of their respective regions, aim several ways, Bracer Guild, established branches, Wisconsin, manage the affairs of bracers in each region. Okay. The Kingdom of Liberal, in which we live in, sits on the western half of the Marian continent. Yep. A high level of technology used to develop armaments, okay. 10 years ago, when it was invaded, orbital-powered airships to save the kingdom. Consequently, even now, somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. Okay. Let's see, since we got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with condensed review. I'm gonna speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of training. Sheriff, how's today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? If it's practical, that means you'll be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. What you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at the desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful still. Just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it. First objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing, but before that, there is something that we need to give the both of you. Aina, are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two, go get one for each of yourselves. These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Are they an orbment? Bracer notebook. Bracer notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find and where, these kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Crap, this sounds like it's gonna be pain. Oh, please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers. So, get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is still. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there. When the bulletin board is approached, a exclamation point mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the job list. By selecting the job names on the list, you can view their details. String. Okay. Very good. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cram my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Is that a typo I see? Oh, wow. Is that so? Had a change of heart, have you? You betcha. Well, before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What will we be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's Orbital Factory and learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. This early into the game, too. Here's where you will learn how to use an Orbital Factory services. At an Orbital Factory, you can modify your orbments and synthesize support ports in order to use Orbital Arts. Arts have a wide range of effects, and if mastered, can be extremely helpful. The bracer business is a pretty risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with these Orbital Factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Mellers, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here. No problem, leave everything to me. What is it that you would like to know about? Orbments are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of ports. By definition, that means that lights, airship engines, and so on are also types of orbments. However, the ones we'll be discussing today are battle orbments, enhance the user's physical, makes you use magic, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. Differ for each owner, simply put, blah 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 blah. Okay, in order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. Very basic stuff. EP, max increase, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them all as soon as possible. So what is it that you would like to know about? Yeah, looks like Mr. Melders has answered all your questions. If there's nothing else, then let's have you both try and use the services here. For that, you're going to need some Sepith. Use several types of each type of elemental Sepith. With that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular orbments. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time elemental quartz. Normally at a shop, you would be able to exchange Sepith for Mira, but for this training, you will not be able to use the surface. Yeah, pretty basic stuff. Oh, good work so far. Okay. Modify / trade. Okay. So... yeah, okay. These are all pretty expensive. So it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to open these slots. I have to, do this. So I will start out with that. And... Oh, okay. It gives me enough for one of each of these, it looks like. Okay. And... Okay, that's how I open that up. Ornament. Let's give you a... Let's have you get a strength up one. Oh, okay, so, this black one is the time one. So you get the... So you can have that up. So... That gives a couple of arts, actually. Interesting. So let me... So, speed up. Okay. Alright, it looks like you were able to synthesize one. Next, I want you to increase the arts you can use. Now install quartz into your orbment so that you can use both recovery and attack arts. Let's talk in Sniper Forbidden, make it free. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so heals, shoots a heavy stream, okay. If you balance your art, meatballs, fries, and Brussels sprouts. God. Honestly, that doesn't sound bad, though. If you balance your arts out between each other like you've done here, it should be dealing with monsters much easier. Contain information about which course allow you to use which arts, more powerful arts, check out the arts and quartz charts in your bracer notebooks and find something that works for you. Alright, our training here is almost finished. As well, I'm gonna have one of you open a new slot in your orbments. The more slots you have to use, the broader range of choice you have. Alright. And now that I've opened up that, let me go ahead and put that in there. Yep. Since your central slot is not limited to a particular element, you are free to install any type of quartz you like. This concludes your training here. Now it's time to move on to what you've both been waiting for, the qualification test. God, finally. Pardon, did you say test? You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test again, can you? Did I remind you just this morning? Ha 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 ha. Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at the breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Yeah, me too. Me too, Cher. God, I recently visited my my old high school to like say hi to some teachers I had back in the day, and it was a fucking lawless ground, dude. And all those kids were just doing whatever the fuck they want. Oh god, it was terrifying. Oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for. How about a little less yapping and a little more walking? Joshua, help me! Mr. Melders, Freddy, thank you for all your help. Don't mention it, and good luck with that test of yours. We'll be rooting for you. I'm going to remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua! Your training has finally come down to this. Your qualification test will begin here. I expect to see you both use what you've learned up to this point. Understood. What's wrong, Estelle? Shara? What now? Kinda wondering, but is there not gonna be a paper test or something? High school is like a prime example of so many rules that people say fuck it and follow none of them. I mean, yeah, but the thing is people were, like, none of the students were in class. There was more people out in the hallways than there were in the classrooms. Like, during the class times. And that was, like, what really, like, was just like, what? Like, since when has high school acted like how high schools and fucking 80s movies do? Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something? You just read what it said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right? Yeah, and I even made you jot down what you read in your bracer notebook, unless you forgot that too. I'm pretty sure the job listing mentions searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? What a relief. Oh, divine Adios. I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as sewers. What you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test. No wonder you were acting all crazy back at the Orbital Factory. I can already feel the nostalgia. All those horrible days stuck in a classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed. Yeah, my high school took a long-ass time to close down, but I had stopped showing up long before they did anyway, so it's kind of like, eh. I'm really starting to wonder if we'll even be able to graduate at all. What's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. This is supposed to be a test, so how about you both, the both of you try to at least look a little anxious? Just so you know, though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. Hey, we'll be fine. Just tell us what you want us to do, and let us loose. Well, if you're so confident, then how about proving that you're not just blowing hot air with the results of your test? Anyways, you both saw on the bulletin board, this test will be a search conducted in Roland sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest which has been placed somewhere within that area. The layout of the sewers is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. However, there are real living, breathing monsters down there, so if you get careless and let down your guard, you will be sorry. Also, let me give you this before I forget. What's this book for? It's called a monster guide, and it's used to record information about monsters and other opponents we meet. Whenever you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it in there. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. You controls the flow of information, controls the tide of battle, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. You've really got a good head on your shoulders, Joshua. That's a pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip, Share. We'll put it to good use. Alrighty then, let's get pumped and knock out this test. Let's. Don't forget though, this is an exam. We should make sure to treat it as such. Alright, finally, some gameplay. Wait a minute, Stella, there appears to be a recovery point over there, so we should use it if our HP or EP become low. Sounds like a plan to me. Monster! Be careful not to let them take advantage of your blindside. Got it. The condition depending on engaging an enemy from behind is being attacked by an enemy from behind is disadvantage. So exactly how it always is. A battle order bar indicates who attacks first. Starts from the top and moves down. Attack an enemy, you may also use it to move if you are using a mouse and click an empty location. A highlighted area indicates the distance a character can move. Selecting a target in this area will move the character to attack. When an enemy is out of range, an icon will appear on your cursor. Selecting an out-of-range target will move the character as close to it as possible, but no attack will be performed. Alright. Dirty Rat. Yeah. Dead. I'm just going to move over here. Hopefully, no? You don't want to go for the bait? Well, oh well. I can attack you now. Okay. It's not even gonna bother attacking back, I guess. Truly is a tutorial fight.
Let's move out.
Whoa, voice acting. Ah, I can't move camera. Here comes some more. Depending on the enemy, some physical attacks may be ineffective. Let's use arts, not physical attacks. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is literally what just was said a minute ago. Oh, damn. Dramatic knockout.
Piece of cake.
Crisp onion. Still, let's try using crafts this time around. Since crafts have other effects besides just dealing out damage, they're worth a shot. Roger that. Crafts are character-specific skills, which not only deal out damage, but also have a broad range of effects. Using crafts consumes CP. CP is gradually gained by dealing out or receiving damage in battle.
Come on.
Alright, what does your craft do? Yeah, okay. Dead. Oh wow, one of them finally attacked.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake. Nice work, hero. Thanks. I do my best. Oh, what a surprise, another creepy thing. There was an easier way to take care of them. One blow using an S-Craft or S-Break should do the trick for just about any enemy. The catch is our CP has to be at least 100 to pull off one of those moves. S-Breaks are actions which allow S-Crafts to be immediately unleashed while ignoring the battle order. S-Crafts, which are unleashed as S-Breaks, can be charged by going to chained by going to tactics and then set S-Break with the main menu. Damn. S-Breaks that your should be immediately unleashed while ignoring the battle order once the gauge is reached. S-Crafts will be used as S-Breaks, can be changed by going to text and then set S-Break. Press the brake button to unleash NS brake. NS brake cannot be unleashed under the G condition. Now press and try unleash. If you are using a keyboard, you may use the one keys or the arrow keys selected before unleashing it.
Here I come.
Oh shit. Alrighty. So that's the treasure chest we're after, huh? If we made it this far, the rest is gonna be a piece of cake. Seems like we've got a little breathing room at least. Play close attention to our battle order this time. There should be a number of ways to get more mileage out of our actions. Several bonuses. Turn bonuses have the same effect regardless of whether they are allowed to an ally or foe. Using S-Break to ignore the battle order makes it easy to jump in and strip an enemy of their turn bonus. These icons indicate the bonuses allotted to the battle order. If a bonus icon appears next to a character's icon, they receive that bonus. Heal HP, splits up, etc. indicate the effects of each icon. In that case then, let me go ahead and start working on that. I should probably start working on some healing. Ah, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, let's just get this dude out of here. We will hide behind Joshua. And have Estelle heal herself. Alright. Now we can start moving. Bobbing, bob, boom.
Good to go.
And just the time. That's weird. There's a couple of boxes inside the treasure chest. In fact, there's not just one, but two is kind of interesting too. Wonder what's inside. Remember, Stealth, our mission is to search and retrieve only. I'm pretty sure looking inside those boxes doesn't fall under our mission objective. You're no fun at all, Joshua. This has nothing to do with our mission. It's what I like to call good, honest curiosity. You know, we're the only ones down here. We can get away with a teensy-weensy peek, right? If you feel like flunking today's test, then by all means, be my guest. Did you just say the F word? No, he didn't say fuck. Yep, opening one of those boxes could result in an automatic fail for the both of us. If this were a real job, the contents of those boxes would belong to the client. As long as they were nothing illegal, we would have no right to open them. I know you're right, Joshua, but I just can't help myself. If you absolutely have to know what's inside, why not ask Miss Cheryl when we get back? For now, we need to focus on getting out of here. Alright, alright. Rest. Good work, you two. As a rule of training, I'm going to need to confirm the items in your possession. Yep, they're the real deal, alright. I don't see any evidence of tampering either. That was a close one. I figured you would try and set us up like that. Congratulations to the both of you. You have successfully passed your qualification test. You didn't really think something that simple would be a problem for us, did you? So, Cheryl, what's in those boxes you had us get? That's for me to know, and you to find out after your training is finished. That's enough chit-chat for now, so let's get back to work. You two still have some things left to do. Seriously? But didn't you just say that we passed the test? You still have to learn about how to report the results of your work. I'm aware that you're both tired, but there's no time to shirk your duties. Let's get back to the guild. When is this day gonna be over? Oh well, no sense in giving up when the finish line is in sight. Agreed, it seems like we're within reaching distance for our goal. Final training is how to report to the guild. Whenever you finish a job, it is your duty to report the results of your work to the guild. Reporting how you resolved the situation and the steps you took to get there are all part of your job as a bracer. You can report your results to the front desk in each guild branch, and as you already know by now, Ina is in charge here at the Roland branch. In addition, this is where you will be paid for your work. Look forward to seeing great things from the both of you. Now that we're here, why don't you both go ahead and report the results of today's training? Report. Yay! Good job, you two. It seems like you were able to complete your objective without running into any major problems. Another thing to take note of is that depending on how you handle a job, you may see an increase or decrease in the amount of pay you receive. When you report the results of your work to the guild, pay in the form of Mira isn't the only thing you will receive. You'll also accumulate points which are known as BP. BP are an indication of your achievements as a bracer. When these points exceed a certain value, you will advance in rank as a bracer and be awarded with a piece of special equipment by the guild. The ranks of a junior bracer start at 9 and go all the way up to 1. Please set your sights on making first rank and work hard. The amounts of Mira and BP you receive will also be recorded in your bracer notebook, so please have a look sometime later on. All that's left to do now is finalize your training. Let's head back upstairs, shall we? I'll talk to you later, Ina. And sorry about putting more work on your plate today than usual. Don't worry about it, training new bracers is important for the future of the guild. I fully intend to work these two to the bone in any case. To the bone? Knowing Cheryl, it'll involve the whip. Let me say it again, good work you two, you have now officially completed the entire training course. From now on, you'll be learning from your own real-world experience. Well then, Scherzard holds out 2 small boxes. Aren't those boxes the ones... In answer to your question, yes, those are boxes you retrieved during today's test. You seem awfully curious to find out what's inside, Estelle. Are you saying that it's okay if we open them? That's right. Why don't the both of you have a look and see what's inside? Sweet! Right, let's have a look. Estelle and Joshua open the boxes. Yeah, I kinda figured that was gonna end up being the bracer thing. This crest is supposed to mean that we're ahem, Estelle Bright, Joshua Bright. Beginning this day at 1500 hours, you are both hereby appointed as junior bracers within the Bracer Guild. From here on, you will work as members of the Bracer Guild to support the livelihood of those around you, defend peace, and uphold justice, all that stuff. Congratulations, you two, and welcome into the fold. Did you hear that, Joshua? We've become members of the Bracer Guild. So, I'm a bracer now, huh? I think the realization is only just now beginning to set in. Come on, Joshua, you should be jumping for joy, or running around and screaming at the top of your lungs like this. Let us have it! I was happy until you made my eardrums bleed. I hate to interrupt the celebration, Estelle, but I need to take off now. I have some backed up work that needs my immediate attention. We understand you've been spending a lot of extra hours working with us during this busy time for the guild. Before you head out, Shara, I just wanted to say thanks. Likewise, I appreciate all the trouble you've gone through for us, Shara. Don't mention it, training new recruits is one of a bracer's many duties. Believe it or not, I was once in your shoes a long time ago when your father Cassius trained me. So that's why you have so much respect for my dad, huh? There's actually more to it than that, but I'll save that conversation for another day. As for the both of you, work hard to become full-fledged bracers early on so you can help guide those new recruits who come after yourselves. And in time, I hope to see you both become respectable bracers like your father. Anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. I just don't get it. Get what? Who's Scheherazade, aka the Silver Streak? One of the most skilled young bracers we're talking about. So why is it that she holds Dad in such high esteem? He seems like nothing more than a no-good middle-aged man who's always out doing who knows what instead of being a father. No good middle-aged man, huh? From your viewpoint, doesn't it come as a surprise that you would see him in that fashion? Huh? Never mind, let's hurry and head home. We should let Dad know that we qualified as junior bracers. Right. Hurry up and come on. Wait for me, Luke. Huh? Oh, it's you two. Oh, great, it's Estelle. Hi there, Joshua. Okay, you little twerp. What's with the oh, great, it's Estelle remark? What's the big hurry? How about telling us where you're headed? You're not thinking about wandering out of town alone, are you? The roads are full of monsters, I hope you know. You're such a pest, Estelle. Don't you know there's no room for girls to be sticking their big fat noses in boys' business? Quit acting like you're a bracer you wanna be. Tisk tisk, how wrong you are, Luke. How incredibly wrong. You're more wrong than a fool who thinks there's better tasting milk in the world than the milk that comes from the Purcell farm. What? No way. You're full of it, Estelle. In fact, as of just a few minutes ago, we've qualified to become real bracers. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Real bracers. More like bracers in training, really. Don't think you should be getting on your high horses just yet, Estelle. Now a high pony, on the other hand. Quit being a killjoy. Wow, you two are great. I'm so happy for the both of you. Oh, Pat, you're such a good little boy. Unlike that smart aleck and cynical brat you call a friend. This isn't fair. I was supposed to become a bracer first. I can accept that Joshua became a bracer before me, but getting passed by the likes of Estelle? What's the likes of Estelle supposed to mean? Just so you know, you can't even be a bracer until you're 16 years old, get it? Only mature people allowed. That means no little kids who are still going to Sunday school. I don't know how you should put this, Estelle, but Sunday school is dying to have you back. You better watch out, Estelle. I'm going to go train at my secret base, and before you know it, I'm going to be a bracer too. Come on, Pat, let's go. Alright, I'm coming. See you later, Estelle. Bye, Joshua. That boy Luke, he's always tried to pick a fight with me. Or if he just played haste me or something. Ooh, that was a fun yawn. Rather, I think it's the exact opposite. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it, it's just a boy thing. Ha ha ha. I see what's going on. Anyway, what do you think Luke meant when he said secret base? I don't know why, but somehow it makes me a bit curious. I know exactly what you mean. A secret base sounds really intriguing. The pure heart of a young child can be so inspiring at times. I mean, if you start a petition to dropkick Luke, I'd sign up. That's not really what I meant by curious. And they went off in this direction. Let's just quite the exotic beauty. Yikes. Fucking yikes, bro. That's, ugh. Oh, no, not just exotic. An exotic beauty. You got the initial yikes, and then you got the double yike. Okay. And so this is where, airline stuff happens. Doesn't look like there's any secret base here. Oh, okay, I guess we are heading home and not trying to find the base. Oh, yeah. I genuinely forgot that as well. New pair of shoes? Now they mention it, are there any new shoes in stock? You know, like the newest Stregas? Unbelievable, you actually already forgotten why we came in here to begin with. We're not here to shop, we're supposed to be buying a copy of the Liberal News for Dad, right? Aha, of course, Star. Aha, you've always been a collector of those shoes, haven't you, still? I'm afraid that the new Stregas aren't out yet. I do, however, have some copies of Liberal News, and if that's what you're after, alright, I'll take one copy then. 100. Does it really sell that well? It sure does. The Liberal News has an excellent reporter and camerawoman who have done a great job reporting the latest and most reliable news. They're even supposed to have a running story related to Queen Alicia's birthday celebration. But enough about that. Why don't you tell me about how you did today? Did you make it as bracers? Today was your last day of training, wasn't it? Yep, everything went smoothly too. But how did you know about all of that, Mr. Random? Aha, in a certain sense, both you and Joshua are like celebrities here in Roland. I tend to hear a lot from customers coming through here. I shouldn't have expected anything less from Roland. The grapevine around here is seriously something to be reckoned with. No kidding, the women here especially love to gossip. One more thing before you go, this gift is my way of saying congratulations. Free sample item I received with my shipment of goods, but don't hold the free part against me. This is supposed to be for, there's a ton of blank pages. It's a recipe book, isn't it? You got it, when you get hurt fighting, if you just limit yourself to healing bombs all the time, it's going to cut pretty deep into your wallets. It's where a recipe book comes into play. If you eat food to recover your strength instead, it's basically free. Assuming you have all the ingredients anyway, so if you eat something new, write down what's in it, and you'll have lots of recipes in no time. So how about we try this out? Go ahead and eat this cookie, Estelle. Well, I have made it a personal rule to never turn down sweets. Basically, all you have to do is eat the food to learn the recipe. It's as simple as that. If you're traveling about, you should eat whatever food you come across that you haven't had an opportunity to try before. Damn, I wish I could just eat food and know exactly the recipe. It's not that I don't like cooking and all, it's just that I never seem to get any better. I'd sure love to be able to increase my repertoire and really shock my dad's taste buds for once in my life. That's the spirit, and passing, if you're in need of any ingredients, I'd be delighted to service your cooking needs. Really know how to solicit your customers, Mr. Rainon. Thank you for the recipe book, we'll put it to good use. Eating the recommended dish at restaurants or using to-go meals adds to Adds the recipe to the recipe book. By selecting the recipe book, all learned recipes will be displayed as long as the necessary ingredients are available. The food can be made. There are two types of food: sit-down meals, which must be eaten on the spot, and to-go meals, which can be carried as items. Sit-down meals cannot be carried as items. Ingredients used for cooking can be bought at a store or required for monsters. Still, Joshua, am I glad I found you too. Oh, hi, Ina. Is something wrong? You seem to be in quite a hurry. We've got a bit of a problem. Is your father at home today? Yes, he is. He said something about having to sort out a bunch of documents, but what's going on? God damn it, I knew we should have followed him. You know Luke and Pat, right? Sure we do. In fact, we saw them not that long ago. What's wrong? Are they in some sort of trouble? I don't know how to say this, but I just heard from Uni that Luke and Pat ran off to the tower that lies on the northern outskirts of Roland. You mean the Tower of Miss Melis? Isn't that place supposed to be a breeding ground for monsters? That's what they say. Fortunately, at the moment, Charizard is out on other bracer business, so I won't ask your father to bring the boys home safely. What are you talking about? There's no time for that. Joshua and I will go after them and bring them back. I don't know if that's such a good idea. The two of you only just qualified to be junior bracers today. With all due respect, I believe that still judgment is correct in this situation. If two of us hurry, we may even be able to catch up with the boys before they reach the tower. I understand. I will take responsibility for whatever happens. It's an emergency request from the Bracer Bill. I ask that you lose no time in bringing about the safe return of these children. Roger that. Understood. Melis Tower can be reached by taking the western path to the junction along the Malga Trail. You can get on the Malga Trail through Roland's northwest gate. I'll be on standby at the guild, so if you run into trouble, you know where to find me. This is our first real job. Come on, Joshua, we don't have any time to lose. I'm right behind you. Ooh, gosh. Ugh, yeah, you can really tell that this is the beginning of a JRPG, because god damn, there's so much dialogue. Jesus, why is so many people deciding right now is the time to message me? Ah, 69, nice.
We're good to go.
Damn, that launched her back far.
That's that then.
I mean, it makes sense that it would basically just be a more archaic version of Trails of Cold Steel.
That's that then. Let's.
Do. Jesus Christ, you need to heal. Motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
God. Yeah, that. I do actually take quite, Party foot. I do take quite a lot of issue, honestly, with, the arts, in that they seem kinda useless because of taking as long as they do. God, I already need to use one of these. Ugh. Okay, at least I got another reviving bomb. Doesn't get much better in Trails of Cold Steel. That's really disappointing to hear. Are you kidding me? That thing's still alive? Yeah, in this game it takes 2 turns to use an art. The thing is though, in Cold Steel they sometimes do more damage than they have their uses. Yeah, it takes like 2 turns to do an art, and it's only doing about... It only does like around 2 turns of damage, like from just a normal attack. So it's just kind of actively putting me in a disadvantage scenario by not just doing the damage right off the bat. But also, like, when it comes to things like healing, you basically then just have to guess when you're healing, like when you need to heal. Yeah, the crafts are very obviously much more efficient.
We're good to go.
Okay. Yeah, let me... Orbment. Where can I check, actually? I didn't know there was a Bloodborne demake. Yeah, I think that just kind of more recently came out, actually. Because I remember hearing about it. Is there, like, any way for me to check my craft? Because, like, I see the name of the crafts, that doesn't really tell me what they do, though. That's how they get ya. Yeah, that's fair.
Piece of cake.
Hell yeah, preemptive strike. That's nice. GST, SMT4, and eventually Strikers will be the main games this summer. Fair.
That's that then.
I'm basically just trying to get through as many games as I can this summer, in all honesty. Like we've come all the way to Ismail's tower. I didn't see any sign of them along the trail. Do you think they've wandered inside? Quite likely that's the case. Let's go in. It looks like we'll need to hurry. Right. Is there anywhere I can rest before that, though? I do appreciate the, this full sprint, like the fast forward button. Yeah, I've still got, it's dark in here. I'm scared. I've still got quite a few, things in my 3DS backlog as well that I need to get through, mainly because I can't stream 3DS games while at college. Quit being a baby, we're only on the first floor of this place. You do Wi-Fi? Yeah, that's fair. You hear that? They really did come in here. Stella, you alright? Luke! Pat! You can hear me! Answer me now! Those little brats, are they pretending they can't hear me? Might have climbed up to the second floor. Let's hurry and see if we can find them. Oh boy, are we excited for when we get forced into... Oh god, they... So that's what that does. That's what respiting. Wait. Okay. So I literally can't pull up the map. Wait, what? Oh my god, that's so stupid. It's pushing down on the right stick. Somebody help! Let's go, Joshua. Right, I've got your back. You monsters go somewhere else. No, shoo, leave us alone. Chew on this. Estelle, what are you doing here? Joshua, you're here too. Get back, you two. These monsters aren't playing around. We'll take care of them. Protect all NPCs. If an NPC's HP reaches 0, the game's over.
Come on.
Yeah, sure. We can do this. Get rid of that one. Kid, why are you getting closer to me and therefore also to the monster?
Alright, we're good to go.
Looks like that's that. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's safe too. By the way, that was great timing the way you blitzed those monsters, Estelle. You really think so? Is it safe now? Oh man, that was awesome. You really showed them, Estelle. Not bad for a girl. Little twerp. Ow, that hurts. What are you trying to do to me? What's wrong with you? You and Drag poor Pat all the way up here against his will. It's time to think about what you did today. Ow, you're hitting me, stop it. If you're a JRPG fan and you say Xbox is your main console, you're lying. Yeah, because... What? Has there ever been a JRPG released on Xbox? Ow, you're hurting me, stop it. I said stop it, you violent Cheeto. Because this is the thanks I get for saving your neck, huh? I think it's time to give you some of my special discipline. Wait, was Final Fantasy 13 really released on Xbox? Scarlet Nexus doesn't count. That's action RPG. That's like saying it counts because it's Monster Hunter World. Looks like it's time to give you some of my special discipline. Ow, ow, ow. Alright, Estelle, I'm sorry. Everything was all my fault. Estelle? Shouldn't we forgive each other like they teach at school? Oh shit, that's a monster. And eventually got a KH series. Yeah. This Brad doesn't need forgiveness, but a little discipline should do the trick. Estelle, behind you. It's something with teeth, isn't it? Is it nice monster? I'm not gonna make it in time. Huh? Dad, you came. You still lack skill and understanding, Estelle. You must always prepare for unseen danger by sharpening your senses. That's part of what it means to be a bracer. Dad, what are you doing here? I just happened to be in town and heard the whole story from Aina. I'll give you points for your quick thinking and taking action to come after the children, but you failed to follow through completely. I really messed up, didn't I? It's a good thing you showed up when you did. I'm sorry, I should have been watching her back. That just means that you have room for improvement. Constantly working to overcome your weak spots is the key. Understood? So how about we head home, everyone? Can you boys walk? I think so. That was incredible, Mr. Bright. You were like a gazillion times more awesome than Estelle. Haha, of course I was. I'm her father. Alright, everyone, let's file on out of here. I'm with you, Mr. Bright. He's the glory hog now. I mean, I guess I should be thankful that Dad saved me behind, but why does he have to go and take all the credit like that, huh? It really chaps my hide. Haha, that's just the way he is. After all, he is Cassius Bright. Seems like you've had quite a day. That is just unbelievable. It's like when we get back to Roland, he says, I'll leave the reports. I'll leave the reporting to you and takes off for home. Sheer nerve, I tell you. There's no need to make a mountain out of a molehill over it. At least the boys came back safe and sound. Anyway, I think that's all there is to report. Okay, not bad, not bad. You did well for your first assignment. From details of your report alone, I believe I can commend you both for a job well done. You should be proud of yourselves. You really think so? I know so. In fact, you'll do even better on your next job. If anything else comes up, I would appreciate your help again. Sure. How about we head home too? I guess we'd better. I've still got dinner to prepare. Would you mind holding on a second? A letter arrived for your father just a little while ago. Unfortunately, since he went straight home, do you think you could deliver it instead? I wonder if it's more work-related stuff. I imagine so. The letter appears to be from one of our foreign branches. One of the guild's foreign branches? As I'm sure you already know by now, Burl isn't the only country where the Bracer Guild exists. On top of that, your father is widely known all across the Zemurian continent. Oh, that was a good yawn. Is widely known across the Zemurian continent, so we can expect these kinds of letters from time to time. If you two would be so kind as to make sure that he gets this letter, I would really appreciate it. Hey Joshua, do you think I'm really cut out to be a bracer? Well, you seem to have inherited your father's skill with the staff. Your nosy personality doesn't let you ignore someone in distress. Really? You think so? Sure, but what are you asking? Are you still thinking about what happened back at the tower? Yeah, because of my carelessness, Luke almost got caught in the middle of a dangerous situation. If Dad hadn't come when he did, he could have been seriously injured. I guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future. That kind of talk doesn't sound like the Estelle I know. Huh? If we fail today, then all that's left to do is take back our losses tomorrow, right? Overthinking and worrying about things that haven't happened yet is definitely not like you. Isn't being a bracer what you've always dreamed of? How can you expect to succeed if you let something like what happened today discourage you? Joshua, you're right. This isn't like me at all. I don't think a serious expression really suits your face either. You laughing like a big ditz is far more natural for you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're gonna see my angry expression if you keep that up. Haha. Okay, I admit that last comment was pushing things a bit. I'll overlook it this time, and thanks for cheering me up. I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to get home and eat. My stomach just started growling like a bear. Maybe glutton is closer to the mark than Ditz. Whoosh! Super speed. There's a chest. I can't open the chest. Where the hell is Cassius? Because it won't let me do anything at the stove. There he is. We're home! I finished reporting to the guild like you told us to. Good work, kids. The details of your reports will be reviewed at each branch and will affect your pay and rank advancement in the future. Please make sure that you always remember to do it. Don't worry, we will. And before I forget, I got that copy of the Liberal News you wanted. There was this letter for you at the guild, too. A letter, huh? Well, I'm gonna get it cleaned up and start dinner. Oh, and Dad? Thanks for coming when you did today. You really helped me out back there. I see you're being rather gracious today. Papa is happy. How delightful that my daughter has finally understood what a great man her father truly is. There's no need to hold back, Estelle. Come and jump into your father's loving arms. In your dreams. I swear, the men in this house have one thing in common. They never know when to shut up. Guess she's not as depressed as I had thought she'd be. Should I be thanking you, Joshua? I didn't do much, I just gave her a push in the right direction. Belle's a resilient girl to begin with. Yes, she is, but she still has a long way to go. She'll run into more than just a few stumbling blocks in this line of work. And overcoming those obstacles is what will teach her to stand on her own 2 feet. There's that soft side of yours talking again. Oh no, are eggs supposed to explode like that? I guess I shouldn't have gone in expecting to make a perfect meal in a single try. No wait, cooking is supposed to be about passion. Exploding eggs are passionate, right? Now once more! That daughter of mine can sometimes be a little too passionate. I think I'll go help with dinner. We don't want the curtains to catch fire again. But there's no telling what we can expect to have a bite of food. When we can expect to have a bite of food ready on the table. Alright then, let's see what this letter's all about, shall we? Something super important. A message from the European Empire? What? Wow, this is a surprise. This new dish is what I call Estelle's explosion over rice. Be sure to savor every last morsel. I will. Your cooking this evening is excellent. My compliments to the chef. That's literally just Oma rice, but alright. This is raw talent at its best. Today certainly has been a busy but great day nonetheless. We qualified as junior bracers, had our first real assignment, and I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time. Not to mention the food being delicious. For a first attempt, this dish is actually quite edible. First I thought I might have to pitch it out the window when you weren't looking, but it seems that technique won't be necessary tonight. Sometimes you're just so despicably rude, Dad. Don't you know how to be humble and just say something that tastes nice? Alright then, how about this? Boy, I never thought I'd be able to eat something wonderful like this before I had to leave on business. You made a splendid meal, Estelle. Thanks, Dad. Wait, business? Are you really leaving again? Yes, something unexpected came up. This time I'm going to be away for a while. Well, hold on a minute. You're leaving. When? Tomorrow morning. What? I don't care what kind of job you're doing. That's just too soon. It's about that letter, isn't it? Was there some sort of incident? Oh, it's nothing like that. Just a simple investigation. I'll have to visit a number of places, so it'll take me about a solid month before I'm through. That being the case, please take good care of the house while I'm away. What do you mean, that being the case? You always use some vague excuse like that and take off for who knows how long. We have to accept it, Estelle. Embrace your job is to help those who come to us for help. I know, but what are you gonna do about all your jobs here at the Roland branch? You've already accepted a few of them, haven't you? Oh, only about 5 or 6. So I was thinking, and how about the both of you handle them for me instead? What? Are you really asking us to do the work that you're supposed to be doing? That I am. I'll have you do the ones which I think you can accomplish. I'll ask Scherzard to handle the difficult ones. So what do you say? Sure, of course we will. You're okay doing these too, right, Joshua? Yeah, no problem. Looks like a good way to get some experience as a bracer. Then it's settled. I'll stop by the guild and let Aina know about the change of plan before I leave. Alright, I'm starting to feel more determined than ever. We'll have to bust our tails with these jobs so we don't tarnish your name while we're gone. Oh, Estelle, my beloved daughter, Papa is so proud. Oh my dear Lena, who art in heaven, can you see your daughter now? Our little Estelle's grown up to be such a lovely young woman. Face it, Dad, you're getting old. People lose their trust in you at this age. You might as well just throw in the towel forever. Yeah, I think kind of the big thing with JRPGs in general is if you're not in the mood for a really text-heavy portion of game, that can definitely, like, make or break the experience that you have like during that session. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter and I have a duty to pay you back for the last 16 years. I've definitely been like mentally working myself up going into this. Because I always know, like, at the beginning of a JRPG, like, first couple hours, you always have to expect a way too long of a tutorial and way too much dialogue to set up what you're doing. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter and I have a duty to pay you back for the last 16 years. I'm only 45, and what's more, I'm very likely the most active member of the entire guild. Not bad for a pair of comedians. By the way, Dad, which flight will you be on tomorrow? The one headed for Grancel or the one headed for Bose? I'll be on the one headed for Grancel. My flight departs at 10 o'clock in the morning. That means I'll have to get up a little earlier tomorrow. Better set my alarm clock just in case. So there's this motorcycle section, Cold Steel. You can't even control the motorcycle, it's just quizzing you. You know, that kind of reminds me of, one of the... gosh, it kind of reminds me of like one of the, if memory serves correctly, it was like one of the DS Yu-Gi-Oh games, like when 5Ds came out, where like, because card games on motorcycles, fuck yeah, but I remember like for one of the games, or no, I think it was the one on Wii, where like you couldn't even really control the motorcycle at all, and it just was like, okay, nothing about this is changing in any way besides you just saying it is. It is kind of lame. Dad, are you still awake, Joshua? You better hold off on the liquor or Stella will get mad again. It's just my way of lifting up my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Would you like to join me for a drink? I'll pass. Actually, what I should be saying here is don't offer alcohol to minors. I'm not like Shara, who would jump at any chance to enjoy a drink or 10. Haha, that's because she holds her liquor much better than I do. There's something really serious happening, isn't there? There's no conclusive evidence, but there appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. The European Empire? That sounds pretty suspicious. This movement doesn't appear to be overt, but that's what has me worried. I intend to do a little probing at the Robunian MC to see what turns up. Understood. I'll make sure to look after Estelle while you're gone. Don't you spoil that girl, you hear me? Now that she's become a bracer, she needs to learn to look after herself. Estelle will be fine. She's got good instincts, and despite being a bit of rough around the edges, she has talent with staff as well. There's no doubt in my mind that she'll be a first-class bracer someday. Yet, at present, she's like a babe in arms who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time, she'll have to choose which path to follow in life. And Joshua, the same thing can be said for you too. It's already been 5 years since you became a part of this family, hasn't it? How time does fly. Yes, sure does seem that way. About what you said back then, are you sure you won't reconsider taking those words back? For me, keeping my word is what defines who I am. If I can't do something as simple as that, I don't know how I could live with myself. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize, but I'd like you to remember this. No matter what path you choose in life, you can't erase these past 5 years. Stella and I will always be your family, no matter what may befall you. Thanks, Dad. And I guess that ends that intro portion. So now we go into the prologue. Now it looks like it's time for me to board my flight. Estelle, don't do anything I wouldn't do myself, and try not to be a handful for Joshua either. For the umpteenth time, I heard you already. How about you try not to go overboard yourself with your own work? You're not getting any younger, you know. Say what you will, but I'm not about to be overtaken by any youngsters. Scheherazade, I'm really sorry about placing all this work on your shoulders at the last minute. Please don't be. I'm slightly concerned, however, about whether or not I can do a decent job in your place. At think my PC is terrible throttling because my game's frame rate is way lower than I've ever seen before. Oof. Fun. There's no need to be humble, Silver Streak. I don't mean to make your life any more difficult, but please keep an eye on these two. You just leave that to me. Is tightening up the reins and not spoiling these two fine with you? You definitely understand the way I think. What's this all about? It looks to me like a mutual understanding between master and pupil. The Grantsville-bound airliner Linde will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now. Uh-oh, I'd better take my seat. Have a great trip, Dad. We'll take care of everything here while you're gone. Not sure everywhere you'll be going, but don't forget to bring me back a souvenir. A little fancy something would be nice. Hey now, this trip is for business, not pleasure. If I have any money left over, I'll certainly think about it, though. Alright, you two. Be good while I'm gone. He's gone. Again. Yeah. Come on, you two. There's no need to look so down. Your father will be back in no time. I don't know what kind of investigation he's been asked to do this time, but when it comes to your father, he'll have it done before you know it. I'm not sad that he's gone. He's always been away more than he's been at home. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, I'm gonna get to work on those jobs your father left for me. If you run into trouble, give me a holler. Will do. But first, I'd like to try and finish a few jobs with Joshua. I want to see what we're capable of doing as junior bracers. Alright, if you insist. I imagine that with Joshua tagging along, there's probably not much to be worried about. Good luck, you two. Thanks. We'll do our best. So what do you want to do now, Estelle? Shall we go stop at the guild? Yeah, we should probably talk to Ina and find out what jobs are waiting for us. Let's go! Oh, okay. That's how I can pull up an area map. Yeah, I should really save. Yeah, I think that is actually where I'm going to call it for now. Going into prologue, I feel like nice little, I feel like that was a nice little means for, I feel like that was a good entry point into this, so, yeah, for now, this is where I shall go ahead and say, yeah, thank you for joining me, and, until next time, hope y'all have a good one. Laters.